Hello everyone, welcome to the very first unit of the series IELTS Listening. Today, I will present a very detailed instruction of what you're going to have when you take the IELTS listening test. And we will have some practice on the very first session, session 1. So, get ready. In the IELTS academic listening test, we will have 4 sessions in total, and the test will last for approximately about 30 minutes. In session 1, you're going to have a conversation on a social topic. For example, someone making a booking via phone call. In session 2, you will have a monologue on a social topic. That can be a radio report or presentation or an advertisement. In session 3, you have a conversation between 2 or more people on a study-based topic. It can be a discussion between students, or it can also be a discussion between students and the professors. In session 4, we have a monologue on a study-based topic. For example, a lecture or a presentation. At the end of the test, you will have 10 minutes to transfer your answer onto an answer sheet. That means while you are listening, you can work directly onto the exam papers and wait till the end to transfer your answers. Pay attention, the recording is played once only. That means you have only one opportunity to answer questions. If you miss it, it will not go back again. That sounds quite scary, right? But don't worry, if we have enough practice, the IELTS listening will not be a challenge for you. In the IELTS listening test, candidates are expected to listen for specific information, for example, names, telephone numbers, dates, time, and also some general opinions, some main ideas. There will be a range of task types which include completion, form completion, flowchart completion, table completion, matching, labeling, and multiple choice. Each question scores 1 mark, and all the questions score the same amount of mark. Candidates will receive a base score from 1 to 9, which will be converted from the raw number of the correct answers. Now, let's come to the very first session in 4 sessions, session number 1. In session 1, there is a typical task that you will meet on the time, that is the form completion. Now look at this picture. The picture sets the situation for the task. In your real IELTS test, there will not be a picture, but there will be a short introduction at the beginning of the recording. Now we look at the forms, questions 1 to 5. Complete the form below. Write 1 word and add a number for each answer. Basing on this instruction, we know that in the form there are 5 blanks from 1 to 5 that we are expected to fill in. And you are not allowed to write more than 1 word and a number, or 1 word or a number for your answers. So what should we do? When you have a form completion task, first of all, you need to read all the questions carefully. Read the form from the beginning to the end. If you only look at the blanks, it will not provide enough context for your answer. So while you are reading the questions, think of what type of information that you need for each gap. Is it very likely that you will hear someone spell their name or say their telephone number. So make sure that you know how to write letters and numbers in English, how they are pronounced. Pay very close attention to how many words and numbers you are allowed to write and stick to that from the beginning to the end. If you exceed the number of words and numbers allotted, that will be counted as a wrong answer, an incorrect answer, and you will not receive score for that. When we write numbers, remember to write as figures, not words. For example, if you hear the number 1, we will write the figure 1. We will not write O and E. 1. Is not the correct answer. Now, look at this and tell me what kind of information that you need in each graph. We have this form, International Social Club application form. First, named has already been there. 8, 21. Next one, gap number 1, nationality. So we need a noun. Very good. We need a noun about nationality. The second gap, address. So after the blank, you can see the word road, bonnet. So before the word road, there must be the name of the road. So it would be a proper name. And it is highly likely that before the proper name, we have a number as well. Gap number 3, mobile phone. So a mobile phone numbers is a series of numbers. Number 4, occupation. So this will be the profession of the student. So we expect a noun. Very good. Number 5, free time interest, singing and. So properly, in number 5, we need a gerund. So that it will be equivalent with the provided word singing. Now let's listen very carefully. The recording is played once only and fill in your answer.
Complete IELTS, Bands 5 to 6.5 by Guy Brookhart and Vanessa Jakeman, published by Cambridge University Press. This recording is copyright.
Track 1. Unit 1. Listening. Exercise 3.
Hello, come in and take a seat.
Oh, thanks.
Good. And how can I help you?
Well, I'd quite like to join this international social club, and I was hoping you could help me.
Yes, no problem. Let me just get the form up on my screen and I'll fill in your details. Let's see. Yes, here we are. Okay, the first thing we need is your name.
Jenny Fu. That's F-O-O.
Okay, great. And can you tell me how old you are, Jenny?
I'm 21.
Great. And how long have you been here in Australia, by the way?
I arrived just last month, 2 weeks before the start of the academic year, just to sort things out and settle in a bit.
Good idea. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Kuala Lumpur. That's where I was born and brought up.
So you're Malaysian, are you?
That's right. Though I lived in the United States for a couple of years when I was a teenager. We went there for my father's job.
Right. And can you tell me your current address, please?
Sure. Just at the moment, I'm lodging with a family at 13 Anglesey Road in Bondi.
Okay, let me just type that in. 13. How do you spell Anglesey, by the way?
It's spelled Anglesea.
Thanks. That's quite a long way from the city centre, isn't it? Is it a problem getting into the city centre?
Not really, because the buses are good and it's a nice, quiet area to live in.
That's true. So I guess you must have a cell phone number you can give me so we can keep you informed of events and so on.
Yes. Let me just have a look. It's a new one, so I haven't learned the number yet. Ah, here it is. It's 040-422-9160.
4229160. Okay, good. And you like the family you're living with?
Sure. They've got a little boy who is quite noisy, but he's really no trouble.
Fine. Now, let's see, what's next? Yep. Can you tell me what you do? I mean, are you working or studying?
Well, at the moment, I'm doing a temporary job with a company here in Sydney. I'm an economist, in fact.
Okay. And how long do you think you'll be here in Sydney?
At least a year. I may look for work here afterwards.
Great. Now, you want to join the International Social Club, and it will be good to know a bit about your free time interests as well. What do you like doing?
Well, I'm quite musical, and I really enjoy singing. Back home, I sang with a band, just, for fun. But for me, what I like best is dancing. The modern sort, I really love it.